Gentlemen, before we begin, let me ask you something. Have you ever heard that listening to certain sounds every day can help reduce anxiety, stress, and improve your mood? Maybe you've read about it in the paper or heard your doctor mention it. However, today I want to share something with you that most people may not know about. These are sounds that can boost your sex drive and even help you reclaim the vitality you had back in your 30s. I know this sounds hard to believe. You might even be thinking this is just some kind of sales pitch. But this is the real deal, backed by plenty of scientific research. In this video, I'm going to explain what these sounds are. And you'll be surprised to learn that you've actually heard them many times throughout your life. You just never knew about their incredible power. Second, we're going to look at the science behind it. Why do these sounds have such a remarkable effect on testosterone and male sexual desire? I'll break it down in the simplest way possible so you can understand exactly what's happening inside your body. And finally, I'll show you how to listen. When to listen, how long to listen, to get the best results possible. All right, let's get started. Now we're going to start with the first type of sound. And it's also the most familiar one. I'm sure you've experienced this many times in your life. I'm talking about nature sounds. Have you ever sat by the ocean, listening to the waves rolling in, and felt your whole body just let go? Your mind becoming lighter and more peaceful? Or have you noticed that on nights when it's raining hard, you tend to sleep better, more deeply, and wake up the next morning feeling more refreshed than usual? Or when you're walking through the woods, hearing a stream trickling by, birds chirping away, you feel like your mind has been cleared out and all that stress and worry just melts away? These are experiences that just about all of us have had at least once. But few people realize the real benefits of these sounds. A study published in the journal Nature in 2019 tracked more than 3,000 participants over 6 months. They divided them into 2 groups. The first group listened to nature sounds for 20 minutes every day. The second group didn't listen to anything. The results were remarkable. The group that listened to nature sounds saw their blood pressure drop, their heart rate slow down and become more stable, their sleep quality improve by up to 40%, and most importantly, their stress levels decreased significantly. They felt happier, more energetic, and notably, many of them reported that their sex drive had improved considerably. But the most important question you're probably asking is, how do nature sounds help increase sexual desire? Let me explain in detail. First, nature sounds are extremely effective at reducing the stress hormone cortisol when you're stressed out, worried about work, financial pressures. Your body constantly pumps out cortisol. And when cortisol is high, testosterone gets automatically suppressed. Testosterone is the hormone that drives your desire. Less testosterone means less desire. It's that simple. Second, nature sounds significantly improve sleep quality. And this is critically important for sexual desire because 80% of testosterone is produced while you're in deep sleep. If you're not sleeping well, sleeping lightly, waking up multiple times during the night, your body doesn't have enough time to produce testosterone. The result? You wake up in the morning feeling tired, with no energy, and of course, no desire. The sound of rain in the forest and ocean waves creates what scientists call white noise, a type of sound that masks all the other noise around you, helping your brain turn off its alert mode and enter a state of deep rest. Third, nature sounds activate your parasympathetic nervous system. Your body has 2 autonomic nervous systems. One is the sympathetic system, which kicks in when you're stressed, anxious, or afraid. When the system is active, blood gets pumped to your arms and legs so you're ready to fight or run. The other is the parasympathetic system, which activates when you're relaxed, safe, and at peace. When this system is active, blood flows to your internal organs and sexual organs. Sexual desire can only emerge when the parasympathetic system is activated. You can't be stressed and have desire at the same time. That's a natural law of the body. And nature sounds are the switch that turns this parasympathetic system on. When you hear ocean waves or a flowing stream, your brain gets the signal that you're in a safe environment with no danger. Your body automatically shifts into rest and recovery mode. At this point, blood flows well to the pelvic region, and desire naturally awakens. Fourth, nature sounds help improve blood circulation. When you relax deeply, your blood vessel walls loosen up, and the vessels dilate. The diameter of blood vessels can increase by 20 to 30%. This means the volume of blood flowing through your body increases significantly. Blood carries oxygen and nutrients to every cell, especially to the pelvic region. And without blood flow, there's no function, no vitality. That's a simple law of physiology. Now you understand why nature sounds are so powerful. The next question is, how do you listen the right way to get results? First, let's talk about equipment. You don't need any expensive gear. A smartphone, an affordable Bluetooth speaker, or even just your phone speaker will do the job. If you want to invest a little more, a round speaker placed by your bedside will create more evenly distributed sound, helping you feel like you're really out in nature. As for which sounds to choose, I recommend trying all three main types to see which one works best for you. First is ocean waves. This is the most popular and works well for most people. The rhythm of the waves rolling in creates a sense of safety, bringing back memories of childhood, of shelter. Second is rainforest sounds. This creates excellent white noise, masking all the background noise around you and helping you drift into deep sleep faster. Third is flowing streams combined with birdsong. This creates a fresh, energizing feeling. Perfect for mornings. When it comes to timing, there are 3 golden windows I recommend you take advantage of. The first and most important is in the evening before bed. This is when your body needs to prepare for deep sleep. When testosterone production is at its peak. Lie down in bed, turn off all the lights or just leave a dim nightlight on, and play nature sounds at a moderate volume, not too loud or it'll break your concentration, and not too soft or your brain won't pick up the signal. You should listen for 20 to 30 minutes. During those 30 minutes, lie still, close your eyes, and let your whole body relax from head to toe. Focus on your breathing. Breathe in deeply for 4 seconds. Hold for 7 seconds. Breathe out slowly for 8 seconds. This is the 4-7-8 breathing technique. A very effective method for activating your parasympathetic nervous system. And finally, combine this with other healthy lifestyle habits. Nature sounds are powerful, but they're not magic. If you're still staying up until 2 or 3 in the morning, still drinking alcohol every day, still eating fried and greasy foods all the time, the effects will be greatly reduced. Try to get to bed before 11 at night, cut back on alcohol, and eat plenty of green vegetables, eggs, fish, and nuts. Move your body for at least 30 minutes every day. All of these things working together will bring you results beyond your expectations. That's everything you need to know about nature sounds. The first type of sound and the foundation for your journey to restore your desire. The second type of sound is meditation music, also called spa music or yoga music. Have you ever been to get a massage or visited a spa? When you lie down on the massage table, they always play soft, flowing music. Maybe with gentle chimes, the sparkle of water, warm instrumental melodies. Have you noticed that after just a few minutes of listening to that music, your body naturally lets go, the tension melts away, and you almost want to drift off to sleep or think about music with long, drawn-out om sounds with Tibetan singing bowls resonating deeply? And throughout the session, even though your body is moving, your mind is incredibly peaceful and focused. The people who work at spas, the yoga instructors, they know that music isn't just there to set the mood. It actually has an extremely profound physical and psychological effect on people. And today, I'm going to explain why this type of music is especially effective at improving male sexual desire. The first thing meditation music does is significantly reduce anxiety and depression. Many men over 50. It's not that they've lost their physical ability. The problem is psychological. They're anxious about their performance. They're afraid they won't meet their wife's expectations. They feel pressure to perform, but the more they think about it, the more confidence they lose. This anxiety creates a vicious cycle. Anxiety leads to failure. Failure leads to more anxiety, and eventually they start avoiding intimate moments altogether. A study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine in 2019 followed 200 men between the ages of 50 and 65 who had problems with sexual anxiety. Half of them were instructed to listen to meditation music for 25 minutes every day before bed. After 8 weeks, 72% of those in this group reported that their anxiety levels decreased significantly. They felt more confident, and the frequency of intimate relations with their wives increased by an average of 2 times per week. The second thing is that meditation music, especially the kind with Tibetan singing bowls, creates special vibrations that affect the energy centers in the body. In traditional Eastern medicine, it's believed that the body has 7 energy centers called chakras. The second center, located in the lower abdomen, is the center that controls creativity, emotions, and sexual desire. When this center gets blocked due to stress and prolonged anxiety, desire gets shut down. Sound vibrations really do have a physical impact on the tissues and cells in your body. The vibrations from the bowls create an effect similar to deep massage at a microscopic level, helping to release accumulated tension in the muscles, improve blood circulation, and stimulate the nerves. The third thing is that meditation music helps strengthen the emotional connection between husband and wife. This is something really important that many people overlook. Sexual desire isn't just a physical issue. It's an emotional one, too. If 2 people are distant spiritually, no longer talking, no longer sharing, then no matter how healthy the body is, desire is unlikely to arise naturally. I often recommend that couples spend 15 to 20 minutes each evening listening to meditation music together. Both people lie next to each other in bed, turn off all the lights, listen to music together, breathe together, and relax together. No need to talk. No need to do anything. Just be present with each other. This silent presence creates a deeper connection than words. It helps both people feel each other's energy, and from there, physical closeness will naturally emerge without being forced. The fourth thing is that meditation music helps balance 2 important hormones for desire: dopamine and serotonin. Dopamine is the hormone of motivation, of craving, of desire. Serotonin is the hormone of contentment, of joy, of happiness. A person with a healthy desire needs both of these hormones in balance. If you only have high dopamine but lack serotonin, you'll feel desire but no joy. Like you're being forced. If you only have high serotonin but lack dopamine, you feel content but have no motivation, no desire. Now we come to the most important part of today's video, and that's binaural beats. This is the most powerful, most effective type of sound, and also the most researched in modern medicine for its ability to improve male sexual desire. I know the name sounds complicated and unfamiliar. Many of you may have never heard of it, but actually, there's a good chance you've already experienced it without knowing. If you've ever searched on YouTube for videos with titles like Music for Better Sleep, Music to Increase Focus, or Music to Reduce Stress, many of those contain binaural beats. If you've listened and felt the effects, that's the power of this type of sound. So what are binaural beats? Let me explain in the simplest way possible. Imagine you're wearing headphones. Your left ear hears one sound frequency. Let's say 200 hertz. Your right ear hears a different frequency. Let's say 210 hertz. Now, here's the amazing part. Your brain will automatically subtract these two frequencies and create a third frequency. That's 10 hertz. This third frequency doesn't actually exist in the air. It only exists in your brain, and your brain will start to synchronize with that frequency. It's like when you hear music with a strong beat, and your foot naturally wants to tap along, but here, it's your brain that's doing the tapping. When your brain syncs with the 10 hertz frequency, it automatically shifts into an alpha state, a state of deep relaxation. And when your brain is in this state, many wonderful things start happening in your body. Binaural beats have 3 main frequencies you need to know about, and each frequency has its own specific effect on sexual desire. The first frequency is 432 hertz. This is called the frequency of the universe, the natural healing frequency. When you listen to this frequency for 20 to 30 minutes each day, research shows that cortisol in the blood drops by 28 to 32% after just 4 weeks. When that happens, testosterone is automatically released in people after 8 weeks of consistent practice. What's special about the 432 hertz frequency is that it creates a deep sense of peace. Many people describe that after listening. They feel like they've come home, back to themselves. Feelings of anxiety, fear, and pressure disappear, and when the mind is at peace, the body can open up to sexual desire. The second frequency is 528 hertz. This is called the DNA repair frequency, the cellular restoration frequency. This frequency has the ability to enhance DNA repair at the cellular level. When cells are healthy, the entire body functions better. For sexual desire, this frequency has 3 extremely important effects. First, it enhances blood circulation. A study at Johns Hopkins University used Doppler ultrasound to measure blood flow before and after listening to this frequency for 30 minutes. The results showed blood flow increased by 35 to 40%, especially in the pelvic region. Good blood circulation means oxygen and nutrients are fully transported to every cell, including cells in the sexual organs. Second, the 528 hertz frequency stimulates dopamine production. When dopamine is high, you feel like connecting, wanting closeness, wanting to conquer. This is exactly the feeling that many men over 50 have lost. It's not that they've lost their ability. Okay? They simply don't feel the desire anymore. This frequency helps reawaken that feeling. The third frequency is 7.83 hertz, called the Schumann frequency, or Earth's resonance frequency. This is the natural frequency at which our planet vibrates. Over millions of years of evolution, the human body has adapted to this frequency. When you listen to the Schumann frequency, your body feels like it's coming home, returning to its most natural, balanced state. This frequency doesn't just affect one specific hormone. It helps the entire endocrine system work in harmony. Testosterone, cortisol, dopamine, and serotonin are all adjusted to optimal levels. Many people describe the feeling after listening to this frequency like the feeling after a long, deep sleep, as if the body has been completely reset. The wonderful thing about binaural beats is that they work very quickly. Binaural beats can create change from the very first time you listen. Of course, for long-term, lasting results, you need to practice consistently every day. But even from the first few days, you'll notice your sleep is better, your mood is more stable, and that's the foundation for sexual desire to be restored. Now we come to a crucial part. Binaural beats are excellent, but you need to listen the right way to get the maximum benefit. The first and most important thing is that you must use headphones, because binaural beats only work when each ear receives a separate frequency. If you play it through regular speakers, both ears will hear the same sound and the binaural effect won't happen. What matters is that they cover your ears completely and the sound doesn't leak out. The second thing is about volume. This is the most common mistake I see people make. They think the louder, the better, but actually, it's completely the opposite. You only need to hear it just enough. If it's too loud, your brain will be stimulated instead of relaxed, and you won't achieve the desired state. The best time to listen to binaural beats is in the evening, about 30 minutes to an hour before bed. This is when your body naturally prepares to rest, and binaural beats will help this process happen faster and deeper. Absolutely do not listen to binaural beats when you're driving, operating machinery, or doing any work that requires high concentration, because it will put your brain into a deeply relaxed state, even making you drowsy, and this can be very dangerous. The fourth thing is about position. When listening to binaural beats, you should lie on your back in bed or on a comfortable flat surface. Your head should rest on a pillow at a moderate height. Not too high, not too low. Let your arms rest loosely at your sides or place them gently on your chest or stomach. Stretch your legs out straight or bend your knees slightly if that feels more comfortable. What's important is that your entire body is completely relaxed. Don't tense up any part of your body. The fifth thing is about duration. Each listening session should last 20 to 30 minutes. Don't listen too long because your brain also needs time to process and adapt. The sixth thing is about frequency. You should listen every single day without skipping. This isn't something you listen to whenever you feel like it. Think of it like medicine you need to take regularly every day. Your brain needs repetition, consistency to create lasting change. If you listen for 3 days and then skip 4 days, the effectiveness will be greatly reduced. The eighth thing is about the environment. Your bedroom should be completely dark or have only a very dim nightlight. Don't let anything interrupt these precious 30 minutes. And the last thing. Combine binaural beats with a healthy lifestyle.